So women can't just wait around, take their time, build their careers, do what they want, fuck around for a little bit, have some fun, go there, go there. No, they've got a clock, okay? And they've got to cash in for that clock. Otherwise, they may never cash in at all. They just can't sit around, put their feet up and say, I can have a kid at 40. Yeah, you can. You might be able to. And even if you are able to, that child might not come out the way you expected them to come out. So you've really got to be careful. And also, from the male side of things, they also understand that women have a biological clock. That's why a lot of the times, men want to date younger. So the older a woman grows up, the lower the class of man she'll be able to attract. Life gets worse for a single woman the older they get. Not a married woman or a woman in a relationship, but life gets worse for a single woman the older they grow up. That's nuts. Men, it's the opposite. Well, for men, it can be the opposite if that man goes after his dreams and becomes the man he was born to be. But for all women that are single, life gets worse the older they grow up because, one, they're unable to find. They will eventually find it harder to find the man that they are looking for, because as paradoxically, as women get older, their standards go up, even though their value goes down. But also because their chances of even having a baby go down exponentially too. I know a lot of women, they want to be a mum by themselves, freeze their egg and just have like a surrogate father, just get the sperm or whatever, and then just have it, anonymously, through these services. But even then, it doesn't matter. It will be harder for you to conceive a baby when you're older anyway. So even without the man, these rules still apply, okay? I want to make you ultra aware of that. And that is a real sad thing, because a lot of times women delay their careers. A lot of times women delay their own hobbies. They delay a lot of things that they really want out of life, other than their baby, of course, to put having a child first. And that's what they should do, because, the greatest thing about any woman is the fact that she is able to conceive a baby. Okay, that's the most there's nothing more beautiful, more eloquent, more godlike than creating life. Okay, so it's completely rational and biological, ethical and moral to put everything after having a child. Having a child or children is the most imperative thing, I believe, for a woman. Okay, it doesn't get better than that. And for a man, the most imperative thing is to find a woman to get pregnant with and to look after them the best that man can. Okay, because every man has varying levels of abilities, right? And every man has a limit to his capacity. Entonces, that's why I'm not going to put every single man to the same standard, because the truth is not every man can become an alpha man, okay? It's beautiful that we can just wait and we can wait it out, okay? We can fuck up it gets harder. This is hard, but we can fuck up our 10s, our 20s, our 30s, our 40s, and then turn it around in our 50s and still find a beautiful 10 out of 10 woman if we become the man we were supposed to be. It really is that simple. I think the KFC guy didn't become famous until he was in his 60s, and his brand didn't kick off until his 60s. Okay, so that's when he became a high value man. Okay, women can't do that. Women can't create a family at 60 and say, oh, well, I made it now. That even just sounds foolish, right? But we can. I've even heard of men having kids in their 80s. Wild. But it's there, okay? It's there. And for those that believe in polygamy and want to live that lifestyle, men are able to have more biological kids that are actually theirs within the same amount of time frame, because a man can impregnate 5 women at a time and then have 5 kids. Okay, so then so theoretically within a space of a year, a man can have 5 kids, and that are kids that are his. But a woman can't do that. A woman can't do that. That's not how it works. A woman has to. It's a 9-month thereabouts term for each kid, and she's got to wait it out. Okay, but I don't recommend this. But a man could theoretically have 5 kids all at 30 and call it a day. It's a bit mad, but at least the point I'm trying to make is, even though that's not a good long-term strategy at all, so please guys, when I tell you this, don't do that. But the point is this: the man has the option to do that, and that's the key. The man has options. The woman doesn't. Okay, so even if she wanted to do that, she couldn't. But you, as a man, you have the option to do that. You can impregnate. You could. Again, I'm not endorsing this. Don't ever do this. But you could theoretically have a baby every single day for a year, and then by the end of the year, you have 365 babies. And I know some men in history have done similar things to that, like Genghis Khan. He apparently was very, what's the word for it, eloquent with the ladies back in his day as a big king and leader. But I think that's what it comes down to. Men, we have the options. We have the options to delay our time. We have the options to delay our pregnancy. We have the option to delay having a child. We have the option to become the man we want to be.